point, at which point he'll reduce power and then do all the stuff we just talked about just a second ago. But I'll let you listen to him. This is Brian's step in his legend Cub. Now, this is a bracket race, and so we know that Brian is about 10 seconds slower than Steve. And believe it or not, he's got a YeeHaw snowmobile engine in there that is just hopped up, and he's fast. Like I say, he hit about 150 at the halfway. You can see Brian on the far side spun around, but this isn't much of a lead for Steve. Steve is the fastest man in the world at STOL drag. I'll let you hear him wind up here. And Steve's going to catch him. This will be close here as they come to a finish. We're looking for a tail down. All of that forward momentum is exhausted. They'll come to a complete stop. Let's see if Steve can get on those brakes and stop quicker. That was pretty close. Looking from here, I think that was dead even. We'd have nitrous coming in with him. And then, of course, Colin Caneva. He's got one of the greatest names in aviation, especially STOL drag. We call him Evel Caneva. And Colin's got the Legend Cub here. It's a beautiful aircraft. He normally flies a Cub crafters, Carbon Cub. But you'll see Colin here has got a little slower aircraft. He's got about a 10 to 12 second head start on Eddie. And this will be a run around the run. Eddie's going to catch him. I'll let you guys listen to it here, Ron, once they wind up. No way he's going to get him, Kevin. No way. Oh, he's going to get him. This is what makes this part of the racing, the bracket racing, entertaining, because Colin's going to get her stopped. He'll spin around, but Eddie's going to get him right about the line on this next end down here as we come back to the finish. Holy cow. There's a lot going on, Rob. It's the power and energy management skills like we talk about. I'm a broken record. The directional control is big. As these people fly, they chop the power here. And this is the hard part. There's a lot of rudder and aileron going on to maintain directional control. Bleeding speed, bleeding the energy. Here comes the line. Land on or after. Eddie's going to get stopped first. Holy the tail's down. He caught him. You'll see them reduce power right about now. This is good positive directional control, good energy management, all private pilot skills, right, that we learned at the private pilot lesson. They kick the rudder at the last minute, land on or after the line, maintain good directional control. They come to a complete stop. A tail bouncing doesn't count. I asked him, when's the last time you stalled your aircraft? And, oh, the last time I took my BFR. And folks, that's just not acceptable. You've got to get out and fly your airplane. These are two like-minded aircraft. We got a Rans and we got a Highlander. Pat McAteer, Tony Sanchez. It's a beautiful slip. This will be a close race coming back here. Both on the ground. This is an area, obviously, it's a high hazard area when we come to stop, and so they've got to spin around. They need to stay in their lane. If there's a wing that crosses over the center lane, that's an automatic disqualification. You're removed. And so these pilots have gone through extensive training to get certified to fly like this. This is the ooh factor. A lot of people, when they see this for the first time, they cut the power, the wings go slide, and it makes their heart skip a beat because they think, oh, that is just not natural. But really, these are highly skilled backcountry pilots. We fly these airplanes in and out of Idaho and all over the points west where we could go, and even back east on the river bars, the sandbars. We go camping with these airplanes. But
that I've got, it's an experimental aircraft, but it is not meant for that kind of flying. I'm a concrete and asphalt kind of guy, maybe grass, but this is the stick and rudder skill demonstration that is unbeatable by anybody else's standard.
I challenge you, you've got Brian sticking his Legend Cub on the left, David Curley outside lane there. This will be a pretty close race. I'm not sure Brian's using his nitrous on this run, but they're trying to make it look good for you guys. But also, these guys are racing. I think David said no nitrous on this. Let's see how close we can be. But what you said about your plane's not built for backcountry, but it is built to go out and maintain proficiency. Oh, yeah. You can still do your spot landings. We can still do all of our stalls, all of our coordination maneuvers with the crabs and the slips. And again, it doesn't have to be just this. There are more people flying 152s, 172s, 182s, Cirrus, you name it. Go fly your airplane and practice.
Yeah, indeed.
Steve Henry, the fastest man in air racing. We're going to give Colin, I bet, a 15-second head start. Colin's flying the Green Legend Cub here on the inside lane. 12 seconds I'm hearing on the radio.
Colin on the on-drop. 3, 2, 1, see ya.
So you're going to hear it here. Johnny's going to count down Steve Henry here in about 5 seconds or so. 3, 2, 1, see ya. And so watch this. Steve Henry, Wild West Aircraft, flying his Just Highlander. This is YeeHaw number 8. There's not a STOL competition that he does not win. And this man, believe it or not, changed an entire engine overnight. Pre-flighted, test ran, did all of his pull and test drags this morning. Did a demo flight to make sure things are good, and he's back in action. 24 hours later, brand new engine, flying, racing. He's going to catch Colin here. Here he comes. Come on, Colin. Start pedaling, buddy. And I can just see already, I think Steve's going to get her stopped. And Colin gave him a run for his money, but that was a 15-second head start. That was pretty awesome. First thrust was pretty awesome. We didn't give him a head start here. If I were Austin, I'd land right about now and turn around, because I think that's what he's going to need for a head start. It's just a perfect day here. We're a little hotter today than we've had the last couple days, and so obviously density altitude is something we're thinking about out here, and hydration, of course. But this is just another, these guys are so good. Austin Clemens Aviation, he's 20 years old and has nearly 5,000 hours. He flies a Beechjet aircraft. He has more helicopter time than anybody I can think of. I think he's close to 3,000-hour helicopter pilot, rotor wing. Not to mention he's one of the best STOL pilots on the planet. And of course his family, Jerry Clemens Aviation and Clemens Aviation there at Stearman Field. They're just a remarkable family. We're lucky. So Roger gives them the countdown. We do the 3, 2, 1, see ya. Before they go, they need to clear upwind and downwind. We check with the timers, we check with the midway, and then of course you heard the countdown. Tony Sanchez on the inside, Pat McIntyre, Nebraska. Tony on the inside lane is a 777 captain. Pat McIntyre is a commercial pilot, professional pilot himself as well. He's from Lincoln, Nebraska. He joined STOL Drag family about 2 years ago. Both of these guys are just world-class individuals. We sure have a lot of fun doing this. This will be a good race here. I think this will be close as we come back. The inside lane should beat the yellow plane. He's got a new engine in there. He's got, I think it's 275 horsepower in there. And I believe he's going to catch him on the stop down here. And so as we were saying, STOL Drag really originated at the High Sierra Fly-In in the middle of nowhere, the desert. We've now got close to 10,000 people at our High Sierra Fly-In. That went to Reno. I love hearing those aircraft wind up. This is a grudge match. These two are roommates everywhere they go. You'll see both these aircraft at Oshkosh participating in the STOL demo there at the ultralight field each night. But this is bragging rights because these guys got to fly home together. Oh, they're turned around. Even Colin was a little slow on the turnaround. Of course, you got to add power, add left brake, bring the rudder all the way around, add full power, and here we go. Come on, Colin, start running.
Get it up, get it up.
You can hear that IL-390 rev up. Colin's a little less horsepower. He's built really for comfort. He's not built for speed. And he's got those big bush wheels. Both are flying Acme suspension gear, which allows you to pound the pavement a little easier, takes up that compression when we land. And Brian got Colin there.